Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. So I wanted to go ahead and do a little baby intro before the intro that I filmed for today's video. So the intro that you guys are about to see is the intro. I started filming this video and didn't film an intro, so I was already kind of in the middle of filming this video when I filmed this intro, so it's gonna be a little all over the place, so please forgive me. But just a little quick baby intro. In today's video, we are going to be catching up on my Goodreads goal. So sorry you guys have to watch the painful intro that you guys are about to see, but that is what today's video is going to be. So I will see you guys at the end. Bye. Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we are going to be doing a catching up on my Goodreads challenge. So I've kind of been slacking at my Goodreads goal, my challenge. I went through a major book slump throughout the months of like May and June. I think between May and June, I only read like 2 books. Everything else has been me trying to read and catch back up, but we are going to be trying to catch up with my Goodreads goal. So obviously in today's video, we are not going to be reading 12 books. However, we are going to be trying to read as many books as I can in this video to try to catch up. So we're not really going to be doing super long books. We're going to be trying to keep it short and sweet and really try to get those books done. So yeah, so you guys are gonna come along, hang out with me. We're gonna get some reading done. Today, I actually get off work early. We're closing early today. And I also have to edit a video today. I have to edit my mood reading vlog. So I have to edit and get that like ready to go and upload. But yeah. Alrighty, so let's get into getting ready to go to work, and then let's figure out what book we're going to read for today. Alrighty, so today is Tuesday. I really sucked at filming yesterday, but we're gonna get better today. But today is Tuesday, so I wanted to do a little bit of a reading update. So yesterday, I don't think I said it, but I ended up starting Twisted Hate, which is the 3rd book and the Twisted series by Anna Huang. I finished reading that. I read that all day yesterday, and I ended up giving it a 2-star. I really enjoyed her King of Sin series, which I actually finished last week, her King of Sin series, and I really enjoyed it. And then I started like Twisted Love, which was not my favorite. I gave it like a 2-star. It was okay, but it just wasn't for, I didn't really like the guy. And then I read Twisted Games before this video started, and I love that book. I gave it a 4.25 stars. I absolutely love Twisted Games. Reese Larson, The Man That You Are. And I loved like the actual genuine love. But I read Twisted Hate yesterday on my Kindle, and I absolutely hated it. Grow up. This isn't like, you're not on the playground, like pulling a girl. It's not like where a boy pulls your pigtails and then your parents go, oh, he just has a crush on you. No. Don't associate bullying with love, because that's not how that works. There's a difference between like friendly joking and like picking on one another, and then there's a line of bullying. The female main character and the male main character, I hate both of them. Y'all are grown-ass adults, act like them. I don't know what it was, but that book really pissed me off. I was reading it and I was like, and I like will get the clips from Twisted, like the Twisted series, and it's like, oh, Jules, she's just so like, she's this badass, confident female. I personally don't feel like she's confident. I feel like she's just mean, and people are confusing being mean to people with being confident, because you can be confident and stand up for yourself without being a bully. And I feel like she is a bully, and so is he, and I feel like they should not have gotten together. There was no, I don't understand why she was upset with him when he was like, you remember when there's like a specific scene, and if you've read the book, if you know, you know, where he's like, do you remember when I forgave you? I lied. And everyone is like, I'll never forgive him for saying that, and like all that stuff. Literally, she has been such a jerk to him, and he's been a jerk to her. I equally dislike both of them. I don't feel like they should have been together. I don't feel like bullying each other should be celebrated. They don't talk to each other as adults. Like, you're a medical doctor. Like, we all know you're grown. I don't know. I really disliked Twisted Hate. I've liked the other two, and so I don't know what it is, but that book, well, I do know what it is, but that book just really, it just didn't sit well for me. It just was not for me. Don't get me wrong. I love me a good, like I like the sarcasm and like picking on one another, and I do like that, like the banter, but for me, it wasn't banter. For me, it was just verbally abusing one another. And it just wasn't for me. So, especially if this is just a regular romance, like it's not like a stalker romance or a mafia romance, or like it's not a dark romance. So like some of the things they were saying really doesn't make sense. Like, you guys are regular ass people. Like, this isn't, if it's not a dark romance book, you can't be doing all this and like pull it off. Do you guys know what you mean? Does anybody else agree with me? Maybe I'm the problem, I don't know. But I just didn't care for that. But right now I'm reading Twisted Lies, which is the 4th book. I got like 40% through it yesterday, like when I got home. I got off work early yesterday, and I've been reading all this morning. I'm about to go to work now. But Twisted Lies, I'm having a fun time. I really like the female main character. I really like Stella. It's a little weird because, if you all couldn't tell by the name on my channel, my name is Christian, so it's really weird reading books where one of the main characters' name is Christian. It's like funny, like if it's one of those things where it's just funny when I'm reading a book and like so it's really funny because the main character, the guy, his name is Christian, and then my name is also Christian. So some of the things he's saying, I'm like, come on. Anyway, so it's just really, I just find that funny. But so far, I'm really loving it. I'm really enjoying Stella. I feel like she's so nice and so sweet. And I'm kind of digging Christian. I don't know, some of his things, I'm like, but I am enjoying it so much more than I am Twisted Hate. But so far, out of all the books I've read, Twisted Games is probably my favorite, like out of all of the books that I've read by her. I am going to continue reading Twisted Lies today and trying to get that finished, and then probably reading a different book too today, but I do have to edit. I was gonna edit this morning, but I decided to just read, push off my responsibilities, so I do need to edit today as well. So yeah, but anyway, let's continue reading. I've been a Kindle girl lately. I don't know what it is, but I have not wanted to hold a physical book in my hand. I literally have just been wanting to read on my Kindle. I don't know what it is, but me and my Kindle, we're like this. But yeah, so anyway, I just want to give you guys a little reading update. I'm gonna be better at vlogging today, so. So today is Friday, and I wanted to take a minute to talk about the book that I read yesterday. As you guys saw, I read The Only One Left, and I finished it at work, so I couldn't really sit and talk about it, but I wanted to talk about this. So I have officially read everything that Riley Sager has released except his newest release. This one came out last year, and I've really been looking forward to reading it. This book was amazing. I absolutely love Riley Sager's writing style. For me, he always does, like, not either like a past or present timeline, but there's always two different timelines kind of going on. You have, in this book, we are following Kit, and Kit is a caregiver for Lenora Hope. So Lenora is allegedly has killed her mother and father and her sister, and she lives at Hope's End, which is the giant house you see right here on this cliffside. And Kit is supposed to be her full-time caregiver. Lenora is paralyzed completely on her right side. She can only work her left hand. She can't talk or anything, and she's kind of the caregiver, and you're following Kit, who's also going through her own grief and kind of everything going on with her job and her career. He sets the book up almost like you know what's about to happen, and then you're completely wrong, but it makes sense. It's not like outlandish or you're like, that doesn't connect at all. So I just absolutely love his writing. I gave this book 5 stars. I absolutely loved it. The House Across the Lake was my favorite Riley Sager book, and now that I've read this one definitely takes the cake, which it did have a hard competition because I absolutely loved The House Across the Lake, and I loved The Only One Left. So highly, highly recommend. So far in this video, we have finished 3 books. We've finished Twisted Lies, we've finished, what was the other book I read? Twisted Lies. No. What? We've finished, Twisted Hate. Okay, so far in this video, we've finished Twisted Hate, Twisted Lies, and now The Only One Left. All 3 of them super short, super quick reads. Alrighty, everybody. So it has been a couple days later, and we are going to be filming my final thoughts / wrap up. So in today's video, the first book we read was Twisted Hate by Anna Huang. This is the 3rd book in the Twisted series. Twisted Hate, I ended up giving a 3-star. Genuinely, now that I think about it, I think Twisted Hate is definitely my least favorite book in the Twisted series. So in this book, I really did not like how the female main character and the male main character talk to one another. If you guys have read this like Twisted series, it's 4 standalone interconnected books, and all 4 of the girls are like roommates in college, like they're all best friends. I have never really cared for our female main character in the other books. Personally, I am not a fan of the bully trope when it comes to books. I don't view, like, there's a difference between being like grumpy and then just bullying one another, and that book, like this book, definitely was just bullying to me. These are adults, and in my opinion, they're adults and they should not be talking to people like that, especially to each other. It's one of those things where, like, the book, it's like, oh, they hate themselves, they hate each other for wanting the other one so bad, but the way they talk about one another is very juvenile and very childish. It isn't like an adult, how adults should be communicating with one another. So this book just was not for me. Now, don't get me wrong, I did give it a 3 stars. Anna Huang's writing, she is an amazing writer. Super fast paced, dual POVs. Her writing is so fast and it's good writing, and her books are so easy to get through because the writing is like seamless, like you don't really have any slow parts. But this book just was not for me. The next book I read was Twisted Games, which is the 4th and final book in Anna Huang's Twisted series. This one I really enjoyed. I liked the female main character and the male main character. One thing that was funny is the male main character, his name is Christian, and my name is also Christian, so reading him and like reading stuff about Christian and like that's my name, it was like weird. But it was also funny because like I was reading some of the things and I'm like, don't be doing this, don't put that rep on our name, like we gotta do better, you know, our namesake, we have to do better. So but it was so much fun reading that book. I really loved Stella, and I loved kind of how she handled herself when it came to like any issues going on. She was more of a shy and quiet type of person, but she was also very much like, just because I'm shy and quiet doesn't mean I'm a pushover. I felt like she knew when to stand up for herself, and she knew when to leave situations and stuff like that. So I did really like that book. I gave that one a 3.5. I really enjoyed it. Like I said, fast-paced writing. The whole Twisted series, I think for me, I'm going to have to average it to like a 3-star series, which 3 stars isn't a bad rating. It's a very good rating. I enjoyed her books, and I liked kind of seeing all the other characters from all the other books in like going throughout. Definitely Twisted Hate was my least favorite, and Twisted Games was my favorite out of that series. The next book, which is The Only One Left by Riley Sager. So if you guys have watched any of my videos before, any of my book recommendations or anything, I always recommend Riley Sager's books, specifically The House Across the Lake. But this one, The Only One Left, has definitely taken to be my new favorite Riley Sager book. I have read all of his work except his newest release, and I absolutely love this book. For me, he writes just enough detail and description to make you like aware of your surroundings, but not enough to bore you, which I feel like is very important with a thriller, mystery, like horror book, because what I look at with the scope of my romance ratings is not the same for my thriller ratings. I highly base the ratings on the plot twists and how easy they are to figure out. I've read a lot of his books. Now, some books I have been able to guess the plot twist, but his newer ones I really haven't been able to get. This book, I only guessed one tiny plot twist that's more towards the very end, but the major plot twist in this book had my jaw on the floor. You guys saw the clip of me once I finished the book. I was truly jaw on the floor. I literally stared at the ceiling for 30 minutes. I'm not exaggerating, just contemplating my life after this book. 5-star, as 6-star. I will say a 6-star thriller book. I absolutely love this. This was absolutely amazing. I really like how he does his plot lines. He will do always like there's 2 POVs in the book. Not POVs. There's 2 like timelines of the book, but this one, it's not like a past and then a present timeline. It's a story that you're getting told, and then his actual, like the actual, this physical book itself, and then another story going on in here that kind of helps play it. And I really, really enjoyed it. To give a minimum premise of this book, we are following Kit, and Kit is a caregiver, and she is taking care of Lenora Hope, who is accused but not found guilty of killing her mother, father, and her younger sister. And she's in her 70s. She can't take care of herself. Her entire body is paralyzed, and she can only move half her face and her, I think it's her left hand. Yeah, her left hand. So Kit is our caregiver. She goes to Hope's End, which is this house up on the cliff, and she is assigned to take care of her. Now, that's all I'll say, because I love going into thriller and mystery books completely blind. Alrighty, everybody. So I don't have a pile of books to show you guys, since I read most of them on my Kindle, but those are all the books that I read in today's video. trying to catch up to my Goodreads goals. I am still behind my Goodreads goals, but I am clawing my way back up. After having a major book slump towards the beginning of the year, I'm so excited to be back into my reading mood and reading as much as I do, because it's something that I truly enjoy and I absolutely love. But if you're behind on your reading goal, it's okay, because truly nothing bad will happen if you don't reach your reading goal by the end of the year. It's just like a fun little challenge, so don't take it too seriously and don't be too hard on yourself. So that is going to be it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that YouTuber stuff every YouTuber tells you guys how to do. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.